Alright, perfect. Mm-hmm.
Did you fart?
Did you fart? Oh my days. Like, why would you do this?
Introducing Miss Kristen Moore.
My titties purple, they plastic. I like my money Jurassic. This pussy pop back elastic. You bitches don't want no static. Catch one of you hoes in traffic. Flip one of you bitches gymnastic. Hit and run is my tatty. Y'all be reaching, I'm grabbing. Wait, nigga, I'm bagging.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you passing by for the first time, my name is Kristen Moore. Here we discuss everything fashion, lifestyle, and luxury. So today, as you guys can see in the caption below, we are doing a beginner's makeup tutorial. For those of you wanting to know how I do my makeup. And yes, so with that being said, I took my time out with my good friend and MUA, Kai, to bring this to you guys. And remember guys, the reason I did this video was because I just want everybody to know that you could achieve your makeup look by doing it how it suits you. It doesn't specifically have to be how the other person do it. And I sat next to a professional MUA achieve this look how I do it versus hers. So with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. And a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so my name's Kai is what Kristen normally calls me. So if you ever hear her shout, she's calling me. So I am Kristen's makeup artist slash PA slash whatever other jobs I am given, you know.
On the spot.
On the spot. I have been fired several times, as I've said before, on the spot.
Being fired.
Yeah.
Getting fired.
I've quit a couple of times.
Yeah.
I quit today. How about that?
Exactly. So it's just a matter of just, you know, like we met, we became really good friends.
Really good friends.
I love the way she does makeup. I managed to have her on all of my sets for my show.
And she's the only person who ever touches these hands.
Period.
Only
Period.
person I'm letting touch these hands.
Period.
Unless you're a masseuse, you're not doing my nails.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So with that being said, a little bit about how I got into makeup. Makeup for me is quite important. It's part of, you know, me expressing my inner beauty and how I feel. It's not a must-have for me because sometimes I go without makeup wherever I want to go. It also has to do with where I'm going, what I'm doing. So if I'm filming for TV, I like to go for a more natural, dewy look. I want to show my imperfections on TV. I don't want to go on TV fully, you know, caked and coverage because, you know, it would look cute, but it's not who I am and what I try to push out there. My narrative that I want to push out there to everyone is just to be comfortable within your skin. Makeup should not be a coverage, but if that's a form of, you know, you covering an insecurity that you have, then by all means, you know,
makeup should be more of an enhancement
and something to play with and something fun, not a must-have. So that's pretty much the message that I'm trying to put out here with this video. And also how to achieve a look and the pressure of thinking that you have to get it perfect. Makeup is not perfect. Nothing is perfect. No. Just do what you can, how you can, until you can perfect it and get to where you want to be.
Like I started off looking like literally Morticia from the Addams Family. Like not even the glamorous way. I mean like having pale face makeup. Girl. And like liner was not liner. It was a zigzag on my eyelid.
I was not the girl. When it comes to makeup, I would probably insert a picture. I was not the girl when it comes to makeup. But I always say it took me about 3 years to manage to be able to do something like this for myself. Even though I have my really, really good days and I'm like, damn girl. And then some days I have like, ugh, what did I just do? But
I have those days.
We gotta go.
Yeah.
So we have those days as well. So it's quite normal if you get those days. I hope that you guys could learn something from this video. Please give it a thumbs up, a like, and a comment, and please share. So let's get right into it. Today in the caption below, I am going to give a makeup tutorial of how I get my makeup done. I bring my makeup artist today. I'm so happy to have you here.
Happy to be here.
Yes, honey. It is giving what it's supposed to be giving, honey.
Darling.
So, ooh, this is nice. Can I steal?
Yes, you can.
Ooh, child.
I don't know if I'm going to get that back now.
Sorry?
I don't know if I'm going to get that back from you now.
Did you get it from Korea?
No, China.
China. Okay, so with no further ado, guys, my name is Kristen Moore. And here we discuss everything beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. Today we are actually just gonna have a cute, fun moment with how I do my makeup. Pretty much a makeup tutorial for beginners. And I have been taught by my makeup artist. Some of you guys may have seen her on my Instagram and seen her on my scenes of my show. And yeah, she is my to-go-to makeup artist, always on set with me, always making sure I am sitting pretty. Even in shoot today, sometimes we have shoot days and she's there making sure that I am all prim and proper.
Yes, honey.
So grab your coffee, grab your drink, grab your cocktail. As you guys told you guys, I'm off of alcohol for a bit. Been a long time, but I'm still on alcohol, but I'm just not, not so early, honey. What's birthday, so we're celebrating. Yes. So with no further ado, I'm gonna jump right into this video. And I will start by leaving my makeup artist introduce herself. Yeah, so who are you?
Who am I? I don't know.
Who are you? Who are you?
I'm Kyan. Kai is fine. Kristen calls me Kai Kai. So if you ever hear her shout Kai Kai, it's me. So it's me. Too late. So yeah, I've been doing makeup for about 7 years. Going into more of the kind of
No, I want to say 7 years.
Yeah, 7 years, honey. I'm going into more of doing the kind of freelances as well. So yeah, I have a couple of little tips and tricks, my dear. I am Kristen's full-time makeup artist, PA, photographer, you name it. I've been fired like 17 times by her in a day. I even fired myself about 5 times.
Yeah, I've actually fired you on Spotlight enough times because she gets on my nerves, but she does a really good job. So I love her and I hire her back instantly.
Oh, she knows. You can't be without me. So.
Okay, honey, let's get ready. So,
prime.
So prep and prime. Okay, so what I use for prep is I use this. I mean, I know it says like advanced night repair, but this is Estee Lauder, darling. This right here, baby, this is the one. So, I mean, you could use any moisturizer, any type of moisturizer that you have. It doesn't have to specifically be this. Just a disclaimer, it is not an ad. This is all paid for out of our pockets.
Yes.
This is our stuff.
Yeah, it costs a lot of money.
Baby.
Oh, my choice. So with advanced night repair, it is more so of a serum.
Yeah, by the way, guys, she's here to do the explaining. I'm just here to like show you guys. So we're gonna like have like a duo. So
a little bit of education. So with a serum, I personally like to use a serum before a moisturizer, just because a serum is made to kind of penetrate deeper into the skin.
Okay, let's use less penetration words.
Serum is designed to basically go into seep through the skin and hydrate underneath the skin layer. So you would put that on first, and then you can use a moisturizer on top.
All right, so we're gonna go right ahead and start off with this. Yeah, once I do that, we then proceed to prime. So, guys, with no further ado, this is my favorite primer of all time. Right? This is my favorite primer. Twinning. I was actually gifted this by her. So, by the way, I don't shop for my makeup. She always buys my makeup. I mean, I'm such a diva, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
Like, literally, like, where does this life come from? Like, literally, I don't even shop for makeup anymore. Like, she goes and buys everything for me, and I just either refund her or
I gift it.
Gifted. Like, okay, yeah, you could just have it. It's fine. I don't remember when last I paid for makeup. That's really sad. That's how spoiled you have me.
I appreciate
it.
Spoiled.
Like a cheap.
With a cheap. Spoiled.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and apply your primer. So all my beginner girls, no pressure. It's just how you start your makeup regime. It's good to help you get like a smoother application. Fill those little ridges in. So it could be.
Kristen's using the one. I am an excessive person.
Very excessive.
And I'm quite oily. So I got 3.
So for those of you oily, look at her. For those of you like kind of dry to normal skin, look at me because my skin's dry.
So what I would advise, ladies, is when you are buying a primer, you need to know what your skin type is. There is no use in buying a primer that is not made for your skin type. So if you are more so dry skinned, you want something that's a bit more hydrating. And if you're more so oily, you want something that's going to still hydrate because you don't want to dry out the skin, but something that doesn't give you like a very slippery, silicone-y feel when you've put it on your face. You just want something that's going to give you, if anything, a bit of a tug and a pull. So just because that's the way I do my shit.
Now, this is where the tricky part comes. So for me personally, I just like to do my brows first. Reason being that I like to do my brows first is because I also do my eyeshadow as well, and I hate when I have a full face of makeup and my eyeshadow stains my highlight or stains my makeup. So I mean, as I said, you don't have to do it this way, but this is just the way I do it, and it's easier for me, and this is something maybe you should try. So we're gonna go right ahead and just start with the brow. So I was really shit at doing brows at one point in time in my life.
I wouldn't say shit.
I was horrible.
I wouldn't say horrible.
Yeah, until my best friend came into my life, and actually, I don't even want to talk about who actually taught me to do my brows properly, because that person is so non-existent. But I'll give them their props, because that's how I am. I'm that good of a person. Even if I don't fuck with you, I would still give you your props. So shout out to that person that taught me my brows.
Anonymous.
Very anonymous. Yeah, so my brow game is quite alright. But I love when my MUA gives me my brows, because it is sharp.
We
like
have
sharp. Like I love it.
Sharp with a capital P, because we've gone from
so with me I use eyebrow pencil.
Right.
So I have two. The reason I use two because sometimes I have day and night. Night I tend to go a bit darker because it's night, and day I tend to keep it a little light and cute. However, because after being this face, honey, I have things to do and things. So I'm gonna go with the dark one today because I'm going out tonight. So, but usually I use a lighter one for the day. So I usually start by outlining my brows. So we're gonna go in and do that.
So Kristen uses a pencil. When I do Kristen's makeup, I tend to use more so a pencil or a pencil and a pomade, depending on how sharp she wants her brows. I personally like a pomade for my brow. That is just me.
Yeah, okay. And this is from Anastasia Beverly Hills?
No, Kat Von D.
Oh, Kat Von D.
Kat Von D, vegan beauty, honey. It's vegan, darling. Vegan.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, Kat Von D. Come through, Kat Von D, with those contracts, yeah?
She's like, I want some free shit.
Period. I mean, any brands looking at this right now and think that you guys could work with me, like, feel more than happy to.
Give me free things.
I'm not fussed about that. I just want to work with y'all.
So start by brushing out the brow just so you can see where your eyebrow hairs lay. And if you're using pomade, I tend to just put it on the back of my hand because it warms up the product a bit better, especially because pomades tend to be more so sweat or water resistant.
Right, guys, so now as you guys can see, our brows are on. They're not twins, they're sisters. So if you guys are seeing like one higher, one not, whatever the case may be,
if yours is a twin,
good luck. I'm happy for you.
I'm jealous.
But yeah, as you guys can see, we put on our brows and we spoolie them. Okay, so for my brow base, I use two things. I use my P. Louise. Gang, gang. Of course, you guys know how I got onto it. So obviously I use some of that as well.
And then I use concealer mixed in with mine.
And I use
foundation
because I like my top to be matching what my foundation is going to be straight away, because I hate that whitey look.
Yes.
Because I am not that good at blending. Ooh. So for those of you that are not good at blending, that's my advice. Use your regular foundation to the top to sharpen it. What's thing? And grab your drink, honey. It's about to be a tea in this bitch.
My sister's been listening. I'm impressed. Continue. Educate them. Oh my gosh, do my job for me. Yes.
So for those of you, as I said, for those of you beginners that wants to have beautiful brows, you always have a lighter shade. So what you need to do, you need to go around and shop for your shade of P. Louise or shade of concealer that you would like to use to conceal your brows, your perfect shade, or a lighter shade for down so the eyeshadow can
Please
pop.
don't make it white, not white shades.
Girl,
Like
I used to be the queen of whites. I'm gonna insert some inserts, bitch. Girl. So once you have this, you go on to, that's for like to underneath to line it, make it sharp, and also base your eyelids. And I use my concealer, my foundation. I'm so sorry. I use my foundation color to the top. Yes, what am I talking? Yeah, so my concealer underneath, you know, base, and then my color, and I am a number 60 caramel, and it's Maybelline. Yeah, so that's what I use, and that's my favorite. Yes, I have tried Estee Lauder. I have tried Kat Von D.
I love when you looked at my foundation.
No, I just, that's right, you know. I have tried Too Faced. I have tried, I love MAC. MAC, I usually used to go.
That's what you
MAC
used to get.
is my used to go to, but for some reason I feel like the formula is coming a bit lighter now. So I don't know if it's me, maybe getting a bit lighter, darling.
Oh, yes.
But you know, it all goes within age, darling. So yeah, so I don't tend to use much. So I found this one. I was introduced to this one by my best friend Lily, and she was like, "Girl, we have the 2-for-1, 2 buy 2 get 1 free, honey." So we just stock up on these, ching ching, and yeah, I usually get these. And it's quite alright. So super stays long, active wear. It's amazing. I love it.
It's a lovely foundation.
So also, this is a great video to show like guys out there, like you don't have to spend a tons on makeup. For a beginner, you could have these little bits that I have. It's not that expensive. It's not that breaking the bank. And you know, people might be like, oh, but you have so much nice bags. Why don't you just have lavish makeup?
You don't need to
honey,
do that.
you don't need to do that.
No.
Sometimes Primark eyeshadow are better than the big brands. Pat McGrath.
Yeah.
You could get a glow out of a palette from Primark that you can't get out of a Pat McGrath, darling.
Maybe we should do that. Show them the dupes of
Dupes.
Yes.
That's gonna be a video.
That's what we're gonna do. Yes,
soon.
that's what we're gonna
So with no further ado, we're gonna go right into contouring our brows.
Yes. Oh, there's no product on.
Alright guys, so as you guys can see, we have contoured our not contoured.
Concealed.
Concealed. Baby, I am not an MUA, clearly. We have concealed our brows. You know, and you guys can see
These do not look this light on camera.
MUA versus do it yourself. But it's not that
You
bad.
act like you did a bad job. You did a
I
good
didn't say,
job.
I'm not saying I did a bad job. Listen, this is just me being me, honey. Hello. And it's, trust me, sisters. So all my like A-lockers out there, it is a journey, because my makeup journey, as you asked me earlier, how did I get into makeup? So when I first started to transition, it was like, my makeup was the worst. Like, I had some really horrible makeup times.
Can we insert pictures here?
Girl. So yeah, and I always keep trying, and makeup wasn't really a thing for me, so I just used to just do like my brow, and then my sister was like, oh, you need to start like concealing your brow. So I used to have this one line of concealer just right underneath, and you could like blatantly see the line, you know them ones. So you know, it was a journey, and I would say from where I started to where I am, I would say it took a journey of about at least 3 to 4 years.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I got kind of okay.
Yeah.
Within 3 to 4 years, but I still wasn't doing it to perfection.
The way that you would have liked it.
The way I would, the way I look now,
Yeah.
the way I do my makeup now myself, I'm super duper proud. Obviously, I've had input of the non-existent person, and of you. So I've had, and then also my friend Lily, like she's the makeup goddess.
Oh no, she looks snitched.
She would beat her face with a small kit like.
It's more than what's on the table.
She has a pouch like this, and she would give you a whole glam out of a pouch. Trust me. So yeah. So my makeup journey pretty much was like from there. Sticking on lashes was like the worst thing. So I used to just get the I used to just get the Primark £1 lashes and practice. And now, bitch, I'm perfect. I stick lashes on for you in 2 seconds.
Yes.
Period. So it's all. So the moral of the story is, and what I'm trying to share with you guys here, it all takes a journey, and you'll get there eventually.
Yes.
So we're gonna go on to the next step. So my next step is, you know, I don't know what her next step, well, I do know what her next step is, but I want her to speak for herself so you guys can have an idea of both. So you guys could either listen to her or listen to me, whatever works for you, perfectly fine. So my next step is I always take a brush that I use to kind of like add my highlighting powder, right? Because obviously I always feel like powder do stay in the brush. So I don't want to add excessive powder, but I like to set my concealer.
Or is this before you go?
Before I go in with the eyeshadow.
Okay.
I like to set it. Some people don't. The reason I like to set it because for me as a beginner / a bit advanced, okay, making myself a little title here. So for me, I feel as though like when I set it, the I get to blend easier
For you when it's
for
set.
me when it's set versus unset. So when it's not, when I don't set it is when I want a more like here I am look like a harsh, not harsh, but more pigmented, more dark. I would not set. But when I want a soft glam, or soft beat, you know, like a everyday cute beat, a beat,
you just,
you know, I just always beat. You know, I always tend to sing it. But the good thing about it is I don't pick up any more powder
once you've done this.
What I do is I don't pick up powder, like, because obviously I would use this to like blend. So whatever powder is left in it, I would just do this, and usually it would do the job.
Yes.
So for those of you that don't have one of these brushes that blend, I would suggest you take your
powder brush,
translucent powder, or some light powder that you use, preferably translucent powder, and you could just blend, just set your concealer underneath. Don't have to do on top. And once you set that underneath, then I will go in with a go ahead. Okay.
So Kristen is doing her eyes first. Me personally, it depends on what eyeshadow look I am doing, determines when I do my shadow. Because we're going for like a soft natural one, I'm gonna be backwards. And
so you're gonna do your shadow after?
Yes.
Okay, so I always just do my shadow first, as I said, for my reason, and I hate I'm a bit messy. Yeah. Very messy.
So I only
very
do
messy.
Yeah. I only do it.
It helps me to do my full face brows first. And then go in with my foundation and concealer and contouring, because then that way I could cover, if eyeshadow falls on the hair or whatever, I always cover it. But
I would say if I'm doing like a black smoky eye, like when I do your green looks or colourful looks, if I'm doing something that's very heavy, then I would do my eyeshadow first like Kristen does, because I don't like it when it falls underneath. If I'm doing a soft look, I don't do it first, and I will show you the reasons as to why I don't personally for myself. But on a usually, if you're doing a very heavy look or you're doing something that has a bit more colour or whatever the case is, I would personally recommend maybe doing it first. Personally for me, Kristen sets her base whenever I do a full look, I don't set the base, I leave mine tacky and wet. But that's for me personally. So whenever I've done your eyeshadow, like when I did the green, I leave it wet, I don't set. So that's just me.
Yeah, but as I said, I would, if I using those colors,
I
would do it wet.
But then if you're doing like something like
if I do like
Kristen's
a brown
doing,
or whatever,
you can set it. Yeah. But it's just
and also for those of you maybe having issues out there with doing your eyeshadow and you have blending issues, I think it's a help to get you how to blend, and then maybe you could try it one time without and see if it helps. So I am going to use my gingerbread palette from Too Faced, extra spicy.
Does it smell like ginger?
Smell like that. Ooh. So this is like one of my to-go-to palettes. Like I don't even think it exists anymore.
I don't think so.
This was a gift from Ola.
Oh.
Yeah, I love her.
We love you, Ola.
Love you, babe. So I always use the color Gingerbread Glam, extra spicy, and Cookie Call. So what I usually would do is I would use the Gingerbread Glam because I'm doing a fully brown look today. So I'm gonna use that just to give it that little outline.
Oh, this has similar tones. If you can't find Kristen's palette, this one has similar tones to that one.
Yeah. So yeah, if you can't find my palette, guys, I'm gonna list it in the
description
box below. You could get the Reloaded Iconic Fever from Revolution. Has a lot of shades in this Too Faced palette. This is very old, but not old. Well, the thing is, even though I got it as a gift, I only opened it like earlier this year because it was pandemic, so I never used it. So I got it for Christmas. I think it was Christmas 2020. Yeah.
2020?
Yeah, Christmas 2020, and I only opened it like somewhere after April, and after we did the last shooting for the show in April. So I opened it like April this year. So
makeup doesn't expire until you've actually opened and broken it.
So
you're fine.
I have 12 months, so
girl, I have
April I'll stop using this.
I should have put this for like 2 years, maybe 3 before. I don't use them on people, but they're in my personal collection for me.
I mean, I don't mind keeping it for myself, but yeah.
So while Kristen does that, I'm going to be my backward self and just put my base all over my eyelid with some concealer. So
okay guys, as you guys can see, I am starting outward and I'm going inward in a circular motion. Yeah, so you want to start, I'm gonna pick up not too much.
I'm so happy she's learning.
And you want to start outward and going inward to your inner lid. Yeah. And once you pick up, just dust off the excess powder, and you want to just keep going circular motion to get that blend. Yeah. I love Gingerbread Glam because she just gives what she's supposed to be giving, honey. Right? So once I put the Gingerbread Glam, which is my outer, I then would go in with either a bit of like a shimmer. So in this case, sometimes I would do gold, sometimes I would do like a soft beige color, but in this case, what I would also do is okay, before that, I'm kind of getting confused here. I'm a bit excited. So before that, I always make sure I blend, and I go a bit higher to blend a bit higher, blend it all out, because I want it to be a bit high, because I like my space to be a bit, you know. Yeah, I love it to be blended out a bit higher. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
don't touch your eyebrows.
Yeah, don't touch your eyebrows. Leave that nice cute space between, and leave that nice blending just work for you, honey. Yes.
Yes.
It's the blending for me. All right. So once I blend it, what I would do is I would take the same brush and I would go in a darker color. So this is called Midnight Snack. I would just dab it to the end. Just to the end of my eyelid on the outer to get that little darker look, and then I would then start blending her in circular motion right there, and I don't really move much with it. I just keep it right there in the tip. So like compare with my tip of my eyebrow here, right? I would then start to blend her in.
I look hella crazy on camera right now because it looks so bright over there.
Oh, okay, well, such is life.
Such is life.
Yeah. Right? And once I kind of blend it and get like that little darkness to the end, which I love, by the way, I then go in with a little bit of concealer. Just a little bit. I'm not creating a, what do you call it? A cut crease.
Yes.
This is just a little bit of concealer that I go in with. And this is my MAC concealer. I'm gonna list the name before. I think it's NC55 or NC45, the one in the pot.
45, I think.
I think it's 45. I'll list it below. Just a thin little line here, and the reason I do this is to just give it some definition and a little zhuzh, just to give it a little neatness. So I'll do two things. Now that it's on, you guys can see like it looks really
it looks really nice.
blended.
It looks cute.
So I would use either a vanilla wafer, like a nice soft whitey color, or I would use like a color with some shimmer. So I think I'll just use from, so you see you got like some of these nice matte colors here.
Like the top row.
Yeah, like the top row. So I would either, if I want it to be really matte, I would use the matte ones, or if I want a bit of a shiny shimmer, I would then use it. So in this case, I want to have some shimmer. So I'm gonna use this one from Revolution, because even though from Revolution, from this palette, I usually would use Plenty of the Dough, or I would use Drizzle It. So I'm gonna go with the Revolution palette, and
I thought it was missing the same color that happened today.
I'm gonna go with the Revolution palette, and then I'm just gonna. So you guys can see here, I'm not blending. Here I'm more patting. The reason I'm patting here is because it has a bit of concealer. So you just want to pat it on first so it sticks. And then once it sticks, you could then just wipe and then give it like a little bit of blend. That's my method. That's my words that I use. So
No, they're good words.
you pat, and once you pat all of it to the front, so all where I put the concealer again, where I added the concealer to it, I will pat it. And once I pat it all in, and I will just take a little mirror just to double check to make sure that it's pat properly. So you just pat it all in to make sure.
Pat.
Yeah, just wanna pat. So I like to pack it up. Like I just like to pat till it's like pops. Yeah. And once you got that little pop,
Gonna let it play in the background.
yeah, I'm gonna put it like in real life.
Oh, you put it in real life?
Yeah. So I like to pat, and then once I pat, yeah, I then go back with my blending brush, and I blend the tip here. Just blend it out a bit to give that cute little blend. And there you have it, guys. This is my, I won't say this is quite my everyday.
No, yeah.
This is my going out mini glam. This is my soft glam. If I'm to do it every day, I would just use just the brown, and that's it. The first set of brown that I used, which I think it was the gingerbread glam, which is that brown, I would use the gingerbread glam only just all over my lid, bit down, and some eyeliner, lashes, and I'm good to go. But because I'm going out, I'm gonna do a soft glam slash, you know, the girl is here. Sometimes I use my finger just to give that cute little etch and blend. Like it's your face, it's your makeup. Play with it, feel it on yourself.
You can use your fingers. I personally don't. Can't.
Yeah,
Impossible.
The nails are too long.
Nails by Kimore.
Shout out to Nails by Kimore. So guys, next step is
concealing. We're doing base. So with base, it pertains to foundation, concealer, the contouring in both cream and powder form.
Yes. So base is very important because this is where you're gonna base your face. It all depends on how you like it.
Yes.
I like full coverage when I'm doing for pictures and stuff like that, but when I'm filming, I kind of like more natural dewy because I don't want to come across on TV like she is fully packed. I want my flaws to show. I want people to see that I am not perfect on TV, that I am just a regular girl, you know, like everyone else,
girl
with imperfections in my face, bumps, marks, acne, scars, whatever it is. I like to show it. It's all about embracing your body, embracing what you are. Yes, some people feel makeup cover up their insecurities, and that's okay for you. For those of you that use makeup to cover up that side and to feel better within yourself, kudos to you. So next step is, I would say, foundation.
So you can do foundation. I personally like a full coverage face. I am all about full coverage face. It's my everyday look is a full coverage face, only because I just like the way I just like to be the girl constantly. Like I just love it. But I like a full coverage face that doesn't look like it.
Okay, guys. So I usually don't do it like this. Why am I doing it like this? I'm just trying to be extra for the camera roll. Why am I like this? I usually just do this.
I'm gonna color correct first.
I don't color correct. I don't have no corrections. I'm not that advanced.
So I only do it because I don't like I have like a bit of dark circles, and sometimes I have pigmentation. Girl, don't make me embarrass you in front of everybody.
Go right ahead, girl. Leave everybody see your true colors, honey.
My true colors.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. My name is Kristen. For Christmas, you're getting coal because you have been a bad person.
Oh wow, a whole coal.
A whole coal.
Guys, this is how I apply my foundation. Do not judge me if I am no MUA.
I'm only joking.
I love to cover my lips because
you have to cover your lips.
Sometimes I put my little concealer and then I put my little okay, so once I kind of put a bit everywhere, I kind of cover my little creaks and that, and then move on with one of these.
So I'm just doing concealer right now, so mine is the Smash.
Alright, so I use my Duo Skin Correct as my highlighter. I do the old school, honey.
What's the old school? Oh. What happened?
You look like a zombie. It's not Halloween, sis.
It is.
Halloween passed.
It's the 31st, no? Oh, sorry.
Halloween is the 31st. It's gone.
Oh. Well, I'm embracing the Halloween since I did not do anything. So yeah, if you want to look like a zombie, here you go. That's what you need to do. And then just go outside.
Okay, yeah. I don't really cake on a lot of concealer, but I do focus more on hair. Cause girl, I'm trying to look like I'm 21. All of that. You making makeup look like
this is excessive. It's not. You know. Yeah.
Okay, so with my beauty, I don't have a beauty blender. I just use makeup disposable sponges because I just find a beauty blender is an unnecessary expense, and there's so much you could use it. Yeah, like this. It's just, I mean, it gives a good job, honey. She gives what it's supposed to give. I am not knocking that, but keep reusing it, and the germs and the washing process.
I'll do mine with alcohol.
Yeah, okay, good. But this to me gives the same effect for me, and I can't throw these away.
I have those in kit most of the time.
Always look on point. And you blend go out, guys. You don't need to be rough. You don't need to beat, like, and literally beat your face, but you just, you know, cute little.
I would say that as well. Yeah. If you're doing someone else, don't do this.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Dark.
This one, yeah, that one.
This is how I do it. I just draw lines, bitch. Yeah. The number 3. But I only go here more lower down if I am going out. During the day, I just do up and side.
Because we only tend to do that whenever we're doing a shoot as well. We'll go a bit lower. There we go. My makeup's all done. Kind of. And then I put some extra in the...
Next step is...
the judgment.
Next step is...
powder.
Powder.
Like the one pound that I saw. I'm using, and yes, Miss Moore looked at it and went, okay, bitch.
Anyways, I am more than happy with my resolution.
I love those.
Banana Pad. This is the best.
I love, they're in my kit.
I know, so
yeah.
But you just want it to be extra because you had.
I use this on you.
Okay, fine. Anyways,
I use the Laura Mercier in the honey one, I believe it is.
I am trying to have my ladies save as much coin to buy more bags as possible.
Oh no, but this is not. By the way, guys, I feel like when people just place a whole heap of powder straight onto the skin, it just can look a bit strange if you're not pushing it into the skin at the same time.
Yes, I like the baking part, and then what I do, which is a bit confusing, this is my favorite part. You guys remember earlier I used this blending brush to blend my eyeshadow. It still would have residue of the brown eyeshadow, I would use that to blend my nose. And that's my little trick.
You know, it's really funny. I used to use eyeshadow to blend my nose out in the beginning.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, it helps.
One.
It does the job.
Yeah. Actually, let me not use a brush for that before I start up my brow. If you, I set my brows, guys.
You set your brow?
Yeah. Regardless of what I'm doing, whether it be pencil or powder, I personally set the brows. If you use, my hairs are kind of like blackish, so I use like a very extreme, either extreme dark brown or almost black pomade. So what I do is I push this into the brow and it kind of like makes it a bit softer, so it's not as harsh. And I also find if you're using a pomade, it just helps the products that you're using, especially like the concealer you've put around it and everything else, just to stay in place.
Oh.
So that's why I do that whenever I do my brows. Any brow that I've done, I normally, especially if it's a pomade brow and someone says to you, oh, it looks a bit harsh, could you soften it up? Put powder over it first, show them what it looks like with powder on first, and then half the time they're like, oh, it's fine now. So that's what I tend to do.
So when I blend this, for some reason my face looks really weird today, but
I don't think it looks weird.
I don't know, I just need some warming up or something.
You look like you.
Alright, so I'm gonna then do another contour with my powder.
So yeah. I'm using the Fenty bronzer in the shade Caramel Cutie with the Rimmel bronzer that I had before to contour my nose.
I just like to add little
with a fluffy brush.
Yeah, just little darkness.
That's it.
Eyeliner and I'm done.
Lucky you.
Right guys, clearly we're not in sync and clearly she does a lot more than I do. So I'm gonna just continue. What I'm gonna do is you're gonna just continue sitting there in silence because anyways guys.
Why is she giggling like this?
I'm such rude. I'm just rude to you.
You know what it is? I'm letting it slide.
Oh, because you're on YouTube?
No, I'm just letting it slide for life.
And now I feel good. And also, I need a little blush, honey. Yeah.
So for my blush, I'm using the Sleek brush in Slim Thick. Is that actually the colour? I've never actually read the colour before. I just picked it up because it looked cute. Slim Thick, honey. Very accurate.
There's nothing slim and thick about you, girl.
Mascara, darling.
Can I have yours, darling?
It's in the BIRKIN.
Oh, Lord. You finished? I need it. Hurry up.
Go on, you can use it now. It's dry. Thank you.
She's still wet.
No, it's not. It's half decent. Yeah, so my soft eyeshadow is done, bro.
Right, guys. Now my favorite spot. So I always use my all-nighter when I'm going to
Did you have that already?
spray that. But during the day or just normal day, I would use the Resolution, which is a really, really good one. So I'm gonna I would put 2 layers too. Learn from the best. And once I feel her drying up a bit, honey, I am then going to get my bronzer.
Bronzer?
Is it bronzer or my highlight, honey? Of course, no other than Trophy Wife. I love her. So my little fan brush, and we just apply I just put in on my highlighter. Ooh, I love her.
Okay, so from my highlight, I'm using Inglot Sparkling Dust in the shade 03.
On the chin. And then what I always still do, I always just give her a soft blend just to
Yes, make sure you blend that highlighter.
blend she out, just so she not be too harsh. And then I do it one more time. And that's that. Dry her out. Last step is eyelashes, and then that's me. That's my glam. That's my makeup done. So yeah, I'll do a lip video for you guys. Hope you guys had fun.
I like my money Jurassic. This pussy pop back elastic. You bitches don't want no static. Catch one of you hoes in traffic. Flip one of you bitches gymnastic. Hit and run is my tatty. Y'all be reaching, I'm grabbing. Wait, nigga, I'm bagging.